With all your power, wealth, and fame, somehow you still remain the same. You'll always be the junk man. You still remain the same.
If it's an old toy, people's going to think it's worth a lot of money, even if they don't know what it is. Let's look at some of the most ridiculous, stupid Craigslist ads of vintage toys. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, and I'm coming back at you with a whole new video. That's right. Took the weekend off. Sorry about that, but can't do a video every day, can you? Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Well, you already know what we're going to talk about. I did a video probably about 6 months ago where I looked at vintage Star Wars ads on Craigslist. There's some people selling old Star Wars toys on Craigslist that from people that either they didn't know what they had, or they thought it was Star Wars, so they hit gold, so they put $1,000 on something that was worth $3. Or just really, I don't know if they were trying to rip people off, or they were just clueless about what they were trying to sell. You guys like that video, and I plan to do another one, and it's been hard trying to find these ads. I find some, but some of them's not worth talking about. And this one I'm going to do a little different. The last one was all Star Wars vintage related. This one's mostly Star Wars, but we're going to dig into some other toys also. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I'm not going to tell you how you can go to patreon.com, become a Patreon supporter, and get exclusive content there, like commentary and lots more. And I'm not even going to tell you how you can buy a t-shirt over at thatjunkman.com that helps support this channel, like this new shirt right here. I'm not going to tell you anything about that because you want me to get on with the video. So let's check out these wacky Craigslist ads. Now I'm going to put the picture up here, but I'm going to read this way, so sorry about that. Rare Star Wars blue snaggletooth action figure. Mint. There's that word, mint. Mint and rare, both in this one headline. Asking $10,000. Never seen a blue snaggletooth go for even $1,000, much less $10,000. And let's see what he writes about it. This is the rarest of all Star Wars action figure. Don't know if it's the rarest of all Star Wars action figures. I think you're being misleading there. He is so famous, he was even talked about on Pawn Stars. Oh, well, man, if he was on Pawn Stars, you know he's worth a lot of money. If they talked about the blue snaggletooth on it, he was an error figure, so only a handful of them got made. This guy must have a really big hand to think there was only a handful of these made. Snaggletooth in blue. He got something right. Asking $10,000 firm or best offer. $10,000 firm or best offer. Doesn't the firm mean it's no more, no less? It's $10,000? He goes on to say cash only and must be in bills under $20. So let's say you was going to buy this blue snaggletooth for $10,000. You couldn't give him $50 bills. You couldn't even give him $100 bills. To pay for it, it had to be cash, and it all had to be under $20. That's odd. Surprised he didn't add unmarked bills. Let's see what's next. Now this one here, I'm not sure if it's Star Wars or not. Maybe you guys can help me out here. Action figure toy unknown, asking $100. I have this mint action figure toy for sale. I'm not sure who it is. I was unable to find anything like it on Google. It must be rare. You couldn't even find anything like this on Google. The date on its leg says 1977. I think it's some type of robot. It looks like a robot. It's in great shape. It has all the parts it comes with. First off, he doesn't know what it is, but he knows it comes with everything it's supposed to come with. Right. I'm going to ask $100, but it could be worth $1,000. Or it could be worth 99 cents. Email me within the next 48 hours and put 5297997CB9 in the subject line of the email. Why would you put that in the subject of the email? What that code number even mean? I'm starting to think people throw stuff up on Craigslist as secret codes that only certain people know what this ad is really about. Anyway, I'm not sure if you can tell by the picture here, but let's take a closer look at it. Yes, this rare unknown toy figure is Darth Vader. How would you not know Darth Vader? And how could you not find anything on Google that looks like it? The date on the leg of 1977 should give it away to 99% of the people. And it says it's in great shape and comes with all the parts. Well, just at a glance, it's missing the lightsaber and the cape. Other than that, there's nothing else it could even come with. So it's missing everything that it comes with. This is crazy. Let's look at another Craigslist ad. This one we're going to step away from Star Wars and look at another vintage toy line that I'm sure a lot of you love out there, G.I. Joe. And the headline says, old G.I. Joe figure is rare. So there's that word again, rare. And I notice that people like to use the word old when they mean vintage, but they don't want to act like they know what they got. Kind of a way to fool you. They throw old on it, so because they use the word vintage, it comes off as they know what it is. So they're trying to trick you by saying old. Let's read the subject. From my kidhood. Kidhood? Who says kidhood? From my kidhood, I have these unplayed with old G.I. Joe Army action figures. Rare, unplayed with, unopened. Get it now. Let me see. Let me get this right. From his kidhood, he had these old G.I. Joe action figures that he used to play with, but is unopened and unplayed with. Do they even read what they're writing? I don't know if you can see it from the picture here, so let's take a closer look. As you can see, it's not G.I. Joe. It's the little green army man, and it doesn't look vintage at all. Now, I will say it does say G.I. in the corner of the package, USA G.I., but it doesn't say G.I. Joe anywhere on it, and it doesn't even look old. It looks like any set of army action figures you can pick up at any dollar store. See what I have to put myself through to entertain you guys? Give me a thumbs up. Let's look at another one. Now this one isn't Star Wars related. It's probably my favorite here. It's a vintage Indiana Jones action figure, or as they say, a prototype. That's right, a prototype action figure on Craigslist? Right. Let's see what he says. Rare Indiana Jones prototype action man. Doesn't even call it an action figure. Calls it an action man. He wants $278.99. I guess that's how much he owes for his car payment or something. That's the kind of the exact number. Why not 280 or at least 279, 278.99? He wants that 99 cents. And he writes, very rare. There's that word again, rare. Very rare, unreleased Indiana Jones Action Man figure prototype. Mint. Always mint. There's the other word you got to throw in. Mint and rare. Continue reading. This was used as a sample by Kenner Toy Company and is different from the figure that was released to the stores. Man, I think I just hit a gold mine here. One of a kind. A must for toy fans or Indiana Jones fans. Whew, I was going to make fun of this one. I might have to get this one. It sounds great. Indiana Jones was played by Harrison Ford in all 4 movies. Thanks for the fun fact. I don't know why that was thrown in here. Local pickup only or will ship for an extra $20. So it's local pickup only. He's not going to ship it, but for $20 he will. Why do they say only? This is like the last ad. Again, let's take a closer look at it up close. As you can see, it doesn't even have a head, and it's not a prototype at all. It's just an old Kenner Indiana Jones figure, missing an arm and missing a head. What I find odd is that he has his thumb. This figure is notorious for having a broken thumb. But somehow this figure lost his head and his arm, but the thumb is still intact. But it's not a rare Indiana Jones prototype, and it's not an action man. Now, are you ready? I'm going to give you a second, because this is the dumbest one of them all. So I'm going to give you a second here. I want you to sit down. I want you to, put on your seatbelt if you're in the car. If you sit at home, crack open a beer or whatever you drink. Put your feet up on the ottoman. I want you to take a deep breath, because you're not going to believe this one. I'll give you a few more minutes here. More seconds, I guess. Okay, now that I built this one up so much, it's not even going to be worth talking about. Let's talk about it. Let me read it to you. Let me read it to you here. Starting lineup baseball Cal Ripken Jr. action figure. Starting lineup, so you know it's a baseball figure. Action figure of baseball player Cal Ripken Jr. from his rookie days. Got to throw a rookie in there, I guess. You know, I mean, I know you throw in mint and rare, but when you're talking baseball or sports, I guess you throw in the word rookie to make it sound like it's worth more. Made by the Starting Lineup Company. Only about 1,000 was made. Only about 1,000 were made because he wasn't famous yet. $300, cash only. Tell me 7 days before picking it up so I can have it ready. Have it ready? What's he got to do? I mean, it's a little small action figure. It's not even in the package. What does he mean, get it ready? I mean, what's he got to do? Is it so rare that he's got to slowly transport it from upstairs in a glass case, moving it slowly inches at a time? I mean, he needs 7 days to get it ready? It's not even in the package. And I don't know if you can tell by looking at the picture here. So let's look at this Cal Ripken Jr. figure up close. And man, that has to be a rookie figure. Look how young he looks. He looks like he's about 13. And he's dressed like a wizard. And to me, looks like Harry Potter. That one's a joke, right? Somebody put that on as a joke. Please tell me that's not real. And $300? I don't think a Harry Potter action figure or a Cal Ripken anything has ever sold for $300. Let's see what's next. Let's get back to Star Wars so you know it's going to be rare and it's going to be mint. Let's see. Luke Skywalker Star Wars Vintage Action Figure. I don't believe it. It doesn't say rare or mint. And everything's right. Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, Vintage Action Figure. This is going to be a good one. He wants $500. Let's read the description. This is Luke Skywalker from the first Star Wars movie action figure. Released in 1978. I even got the release date right. Comes with a lightsaber, a belt, and grappling hook. This is a 12-inch one. One of the oldest known Star Wars figures. Well, I guess it is one of the oldest known Star Wars figures, as it was part of the original 12. So there's no figures before that. So I guess this Luke is one of the oldest known Star Wars figures. Now it says $80, but in the description it says $500. That's a big difference. $80, local pickup, cash only. Sorry, no trades. Let's look at this one up close. As you can see, it is a vintage Star Wars Luke Skywalker action figure. And he has Darth Vader's lightsaber. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a fake lightsaber at that. And he does come with a belt and a grappling hook that was made for the 12-inch Luke Skywalker. That big old belt's not going to fit on your Luke Skywalker action figure. They must be doing a lot of drugs before they get on Craigslist. Craigslist. You know what you're going to get on Craigslist, because most of the people selling the old toys on Craigslist are people that got kicked off eBay. Let's look at some Ninja Turtles, or as it says here, Karate Turtle superhero figures. Rare. There it is, rare. $450. Let's read the description. 12 old Karate Turtles superhero, like brand new. Who doesn't know to call them Ninja Turtles? I mean, you don't have to be a fan of the line or know much about it, but you have to know they're called Ninja Turtles. I mean, I can give them the superhero. Maybe they didn't know what they were doing, but they call them Karate Turtles. Come on. If you know they're Karate Turtles, then you have to know they're Ninja Turtles. Let's continue reading. If you're looking to start a toy collection, these right here will get you 80% to your start. 80%. So you can buy these 12 Karate Turtles and you're 80% done with the toy. Hey, you let it stand it up. Anyway, so if you buy these figures, you're at 80% of having a toy collection. Hope it doesn't mean a complete toy collection or even a complete Ninja Turtle collection or Karate Turtles. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me continue reading. $450 or we'll trade for a 1972 Ford F-250 hood cap. I'm going to read this again. I don't really read that good. Maybe I read wrong. Let me read it again. $450 or we'll trade he will trade it for a 1972 Ford F-250 hood cap. Find a hood cap on the side of the road. Why does he want to trade these karate turtles for a 1972 Ford hood cap? Now, I don't know anything about cars. Maybe that's a rare hood cap. I didn't even know people even said the word hood cap anymore. I haven't said that word in the last 32 years. Hood cap. Do they even make hood caps anymore? Well, it's 1972, I guess they did. But this guy's going to trade his rare karate turtles for a 1972 Ford F-250 hood cap. Not 4 of them, not one for each tire. He only needs 1. I guess he's got them on the other 3 and just needs 1. But let's take a closer look at these karate turtles. He says they're like brand new, but look at them. Each one, I think, is missing an arm, a head, or some part of his body. Each one is broke. $450 for some broke turtles? That's one crazy ad. Let's see what we got next. Let's get back to Star Wars now and look at one of the coolest vehicles in the Star Wars universe. Mint, there it is again. Mint Star Wars Returns Speeder Bike. Star Wars Returns Speeder Bike. I'll return the jet. Star Wars Returns. Never heard of that before. Asking $150. Let's read the description. Loose, complete speeder bike from the 1990s. Loose from the 1990s? Anyway, loose, complete speeder bike from 1990. Star Wars Return the Jedi. I'm not going to pick on anybody's writing because I'll leave out words and spell words all the time wrong. But I think this guy didn't leave something out. I think he thinks the movie's called Star Wars Return the Jedi. Not Return of the Jedi. Star Wars Return the Jedi. I guess that's what the movie was about, or at least he thought, is that somebody had to return Luke Skywalker back to the library or something. This is old and vintage. There's 2 words right there, old and vintage keywords, and worth a lot. Got to throw that in. It's worth a lot. However, I need cash fast, so going to let it go for only $150. What a bargain. One on the box sold on eBay 2 weeks ago for double that. What a bargain. Where's my credit card? I'm getting this one. Let's see. Get it now. I'm about to. Even flip it and make more money. Man, this guy's got some good advice. That's where I go for advice. Craigslist. Is in great shape, like new, complete. Does have a little dent on the back left. Well, at least he's honest to tell you about the little dent on the back. Let's take a closer look at this mint complete speeder bike from Star Wars Return Jedi. As you can see, it's nowhere near complete. In fact, I don't think you could take anything else off of it while breaking it. It's missing the seat and handlebar section. It's missing the bottom gun. The back flaps, they're normally missing from this toy anyway. This is nothing but the shell of the speeder bike. Everything on Craigslist is rare, mint, complete, and like new. I wish somebody was just honest and be like, here's the old crappy figure of Star Wars. It's all beat up. It looks like hell. $2. Let's look at a Nintendo game. Now, I love Nintendo growing up. I'm sure many of you did also. And I love playing that Star Wars Nintendo game. And now, thanks to Craigslist, I can buy that game and relive the magic. Star Wars Nintendo game in box. Very cool. I like to have that in the box. $80. Not a bad price. Let's read the description. I have in my hands the Nintendo Star Wars game from 1984. Not even want to say anything about that. It's never been opened or played with. That's another key thing you always see on Craigslist, that it's never been played with. What usually means somebody played the hell out of it. The box looks brand new. The CD is clean and shiny. The CD is clean and shiny. CD for Nintendo, 1984. How does the guy not know that Nintendo has a cartridge, not a CD? If you're a fan of the old NES games, this one is a must-have. I think that might be a keyword also, a must-have. $80 or more. Who would put or more? Well, who's going to say, oh, I want to buy that. He wants $80 for it. But I'm going to send him an email and tell him I'll give him $100 for it. PayPal me $80 and more plus shipping. And more. He's trying his best to get as much money out of this as he can. Sorry, can't take more pictures because my phone like broke. His phone light broke. Didn't break, it light broke. So in other words, he probably just got this picture off Google and threw it up on the ad. Will ship in 8 to 9 weeks. Was he work for Kenner back in 1980? 8 to 9 weeks? Who takes that long to ship something? I guess he hopes within 8 to 9 weeks, you will forget that you even bought this thing and gets to keep your money. Let's take a closer look at the ad. Yep, here it is, the Star Wars Nintendo game in the box for $80. Says right on it, and you can tell it's a CD case and says Dark Forces. Not only was it not released in 1984, not only is it not for Nintendo, and it's a CD-ROM game for Windows. Whew. Craigslist. It's like the redheaded stepchild of the internet. I think I got, one more. But this one's not a toy. Let's look at someone that was lucky enough to find the original Star Wars movie on VHS. Let's read it. Star Wars movie on VHS. $199. Let's read the description. I mean, maybe it's that rare one that says video rental on it. That's worth a lot of money, actually. Let's see. This is 1977 Star Wars movie on VHS. A videotape. He puts in quotations, videotape, in case we don't know what VHS is. This is the rare movie without all that dumb special effects stuff added in the 80s. All that dumb special effects stuff added in the 80s. Let's go on. You can't see this on DVD, Blu-ray, or even laser video. Laser video, sounds like something from the future. This is the only way to see Star Wars as it was seen in 1977. Needs a VCR and a TV to watch it. We don't know that. Who would know that? Who's going to think you'll get the tape and just hold the tape up to your eyes and watch it? Or maybe you can pull the tape out like this and hold it up to the light like it's film. Needs VCR and TV to watch it. Sorry, this is only the movie. TV and VCR not included. $199. This guy had to put in that he's not selling a TV and a VCR with it. Like anyone would be that dumb enough to think it came with the TV and the VCR. Well, it is Craigslist. Let's take a closer look. And as you can see, this is a rare box for a Star Wars VHS movie, because it says Star Trek. It's not even one of the Star Trek movies. It's one of the Star Trek episodes. I mean, it says right on the box, Star Trek. How can you get it wrong? How can you think it's Star Wars when it says Star Trek? Hope you guys enjoy me scraping the internet for these ads, because they can drive you crazy. That's a look at some crazy vintage toy ads on Craigslist. Like I said, I did a whole Star Wars one, and at the end of this video, in this corner or that corner, I'll link to that video so you can check it out if you haven't. And let me know if you like this video. Maybe I'll do more of them, expand more than just toys. And this can be aggravating to find some of these, but it's also very funny when I do find a good one. So let me know in the comments below. Tell me about some crazy stuff maybe you've seen on eBay or Craigslist or some other website that sells vintage stuff. And as always, please thumb up my video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back very soon with a new video.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.
Junkman.